Hi guys, today I'm creating a video about the high-level workflow that I use to create my first hero character for my MMO. This is again just a high-level overview. If you're interested in seeing some of the details or the intricacies of some of the issues that I encountered, feel free to let me know in the comments and I'll follow up with some more details. So as you can see, I started in DAZ. This is an off-the-shelf model that I purchased for $7 or $8. I just put it on the Genesis 8 model and exported it to FBX. Pulled it into Blender. There was a number of issues that I had to deal with here. Removed the DAZ skeleton, had to merge a bunch of materials. It came up with 30 or 40 different sub-materials. The DAZ loader doesn't work correctly, so you really have to just deal with it in FBX. Once I had the mesh imported, I used AutoRig Pro, which is a fully automated rigging system that on Blender Marketplace, it's about $40. Thing is absolutely invaluable. It creates a UE4 compatible mannequin skeleton. It probably took about 5 minutes to create the skeleton, completely automated. I didn't create any of the bones or do any of the rigging. It did it all for me. You can see that it creates a very nice base skeleton, and it even does all the joints and the hands. All that stuff was completely automated. So again, maybe 5 or 10 minutes, and this thing was created with no intervention, no manual intervention at all. I then used another tool called Voxel Heat Mapper, which does a distance-based weighting based on the skeleton that the AutoRig Pro created. So in about something like 10 or 15 minutes, I had a completely rigged skeleton that was able to directly export to Unreal Engine and import using the mannequin skeleton. As a sole indie developer, these automated workflow tools are essential. You can't spend hours and hours doing each one of these, otherwise the project is obviously never going to get done. So over in UE4, you can see the model has something on the order of 750,000 polygons. It's a very high detail model, obviously. There's lots of nice details in there, like all those normals and the shiny sort of crevices and the little boot pins, the stitching on the leather, the little worn areas, all that kind of stuff. I have a feeling that this is just really overkill for the model, because if you look at it from 5 or 6 meters away and you compare the LOD0 to the LOD4, you really can't see much of a difference. So I'm probably going to reduce the base model. The LOD4 is like 45,000 polys, so big difference from the base model. But I'm going to have to do some work on this model anyway, like segmenting it to have different armor pieces and hair pieces and different heads and stuff like that. So there's some more work to be done here. This is just basically a tech demo of how to get it from DAZ into the game. So after importing it and matching it to the mannequin, I downloaded some MMO animations, which were also connected to the UE4 mannequin. So I just went into MMO and uploaded a stub UE4 skeleton and then downloaded animations that were compatible with that. And here's an example of one of the animations. Again, fully automated workflow, no manual intervention whatsoever. Just pulled and mapped the skeleton, and I think it looks pretty reasonable. Not too bad of a result for something like on the order of an hour's worth of work to get a decent hero character. And I have probably 50 or 60 animations downloaded from MMO that I'll be able to use in the game. So I'm going to show you the model in the game now, actually running. I have the server running locally. I will be updating it this evening with new binaries and posting a new server on Amazon so that you guys can actually play this yourselves. So here's the model in the game. This is running live, and I've mapped a bunch of animations to a blend space. So there's an idle, there's a walk, and there's a run. It has a very basic WASD, spacebar to jump. So seems like it's it's looking pretty okay. The jump animation has a little bit of a tick on the last piece that I have to fix with some kind of morph or something like that, but we'll get that fixed up later. I also want to show you guys my new combat. I have tab targeting, so we have a stag over here that's our first NPC. You can tab to select it, and then this little fire thing here does the manual attack. I know it doesn't make much sense, but things are kind of placeholder right now. So every time you click it, it does an attack, and then the stag will attack you. It has a recoil animation. As you can see, it's not perfectly timed yet. There's some interruptions and stuff that I have to still program, but the basis is all there. You can see its hit points going down. Once it dies, then it plays a death animation. It'll wait for 5 seconds or so. During this time, we'll have some opportunity for loot, and then it'll despawn, and then it'll respawn again after about 30 seconds. So that's about how far I've got. Again, I'm going to post some binaries this evening, and hope you enjoyed it. Let me know if you have any questions in the comments. Thanks.